Dear Luhan, here are the notes I captured for the private shamanic healing program a few days after I left Sedona. Day 1. Meet and greet. Loban Pi training. Pretty intense to be viewed and coached so pointedly. Body work. As soon as I rotated to the face-up position and Luhan touched my head, a light show began that only got more intense every minute and changed as Luhan's hands moved across my body. It was fun and felt significant to me. Day 2. Body work. Lower Dantian vibrated for an instant and shot out an energy wave that pulsed up my torso and down into my hanging arms as I lay face down on the table. The energy wave came forth from the lower Dantian in the shape of an arc, with the leading part of the wave going up my spine and into the base of my head. The lower Dantian was letting me know it was there. I had never felt the lower Dantian before. At that moment, I understood its exact location. It is small. I will help it grow with my Loban Pi practice. Strong visuals with a golden triangle in center of the third eye. It rotated and turned into a pyramid briefly, and there were small fleets of angled lines or triangles that were crossing my vision. Day 3. Rode bike to session. Loban Pi training. 30 minutes continuous spent on White Crane. Gravity work on the 5 lines and the energy pumping down from the top, head, sky, and up from the feet, earth. Body work. Way more intense than that first day. At one point, the colored energy waves I was seeing moved from the left side of my vision to the right side as Luhan moved from my left side to my right side. The colored energy changed from green and blue to orange and red as he passed the top of my head, then went back to vivid green and blues when he got to my right side. On the bike ride after, I had a lot of energy and sang out as I rode with cold blue skies above and warm sun on my body. I noticed I was very hungry, even though it was 4:15 and I had a big lunch at noon. Odd. Must have been a lot of energy released and consumed. Sleep. Awoke with a very hot torso and opened my sleeping bag. Then reclosed my eyes and waited. Then the silver crystal circular hallway emerged. I focused my sight upon it and studied it. There were silver crystalline long narrow panels that lined the inside of the hallway. Then instantly, at the end of the hallway, bright finite colors like a prism were moving about. As I watched, flower petals took form, and the flower was saturated in vivid rainbow brightness. The third effect was the appearance of a multifaceted orb of muted golden and black hues that oscillated and caused itself and the rainbow petals to slowly rotate. The golden rainbow flower faded. A bright yellow arc of golden lattices began to form in the center right and slightly upper area of my third eye screen. Little pieces of golden rods were added to the lattice, and it grew slightly and remained delicate in nature. The lattice pieces were each very bright gold. In the morning, I awoke and kept my eyes closed and waited and kept still. Day 4. I was eager to share my 3 visions. Luhan was surprised, not surprised, with the detail. He said the gold was Tibetan. He said it was very unusual to have a person see such colorful visions. He asked if I had any type of vision in my life. I have not. He said I have strong visual senses, very aware. Loban Pi, no training today. Body work, astonishing. On the pause where Luhan's hands were stopped and spread across my upper back, my spine ignited and pulsed energy waves to the left and right halves of my body. All of the energy stayed in the container of my body as it bounced around. At some point, I realized I had left my body and was looking at my back from about 2.5 feet above. Then the golden orb appeared between my shoulder blades. It oscillated for a short time, then began to slowly spin counterclockwise, and as it did so, it began to unfurl petals from its sides until a full, muted golden lotus flower rotated with the orb at its center. I studied it in amazement and was crying from gratitude, but my tears filled my eyes, but could not escape because I was face down on the table. At this point, I lost awareness of what Luhan was doing with the bodywork. I just kept looking at the rotating flower, and my heart began to feel crushed by the beauty of the mystery I was a part of. It faded slowly. Soon thereafter, my spine ignited in golden brightness. From the base of my head to the bottom of my spine was pulsing and burning in bright gold and orange. It was hovering like a bar of gold right at the surface of my back. I watched in amazement that this was occurring. Now I was really crying tears that I could not shed. It was a weird sensation to be crying so much, and yet no tears escaped because of the position of my face on the table. My upper arms were 90 degrees to my body, with the lower arms hanging straight down. Right after considering my non-escaping tears, the bones from elbow to elbow ignited. Then, in an instant, I was seeing a golden blazing across my back. I watched in quiet as it pulsed there. Then it settled on my back and began to embed within my back. It burned brightly for a bit longer, then was gone. Next, an entire tree appeared on my back. It had a short and fat trunk and 1,000 branches. The trunk was golden, and each of the 1,000 branches was delicate and made of bright gold. The background was all black. There I watched, mesmerized by the golden tree backlit with black light, the tree of time. During the face-up portion of the bodywork, I could not focus on the work Luhan was doing because my being was in a sense overwhelmed and couldn't really absorb more intensity. We shared the experience on the couch, and I cried some, but mostly just smiled in amazement for the gift and love I had received. Day 5. I took the day off. Thankfully, my cup was full from days 1 to 4. I drove, feeling the sun on my arms and singing and crying. Since being home, I've shared some of the extraordinary events of our time together with a few comrades who share a devotion to life and its mystery. Each person had the same inquiry. How has the experience affected or changed you? I could not answer their inquiry, aside from saying it will play out as it should over time. Luhan, the work we did together allowed me to discover a part of me that is ancient. The significance and meaning of the power that we came upon awes me. The symbols and energy that erupted in my body were beautiful in a way that penetrated all of my beingness. The remembrance of that experience draws warmth and power to my heart and tears to my face. I cannot speak to what may become from these revelations. I dare not. Instead, I will use devotion to life and my life, allowing the power to unfold. Our two selves meeting in that precious exchange is ineffable. I love you, and I thank you for the treasures you led me to. Thank you for the gift you bring to the world. Tony.